right, this shows us live. I just want to double check, make sure that it is showing up for the public to be able to see us.
Seems like there's some sunshine. Lots of sunshine today.
It does seem like that. Well, while you're taking care of that, it does look like, oh, that's perfect. I do see us just fine. So we'll just go ahead and jump right into this. Welcome to everyone, morning, afternoon, evening, this weekend. Whenever you are tuning into this broadcast, we want to thank you for staying up to date on some of these candidates that are seeking election this November. Ballots are getting mailed here in the next several weeks. We love as a chamber to be able to show you who these folks are so you get to know them, just have an interest in learning more about them too, and going to their individual campaigns and learning about them as well. This is our first of the 2 ways that we're interfacing with the candidates. Purely virtual as a one-on-one interview that we're having with them. They know nothing of the questions that I'm asking them. Entirely random. Some of it's based off how they respond to me. Some of it's things that I just feel like I want to ask them. So that's how these questions come forward to them. Next week is the candidate forum. That's in person at City Hall. It'll be on October the 19th. All the candidates and campaigns have been invited to both of these opportunities. If someone's not on here, we have invited everyone fairly, and they were unable to be a part of this for whatever reason. And so I do want to share that upfront. No one has access to any questions, anything beforehand. Everyone's been equally invited on here. I'll try and change it up so that way no one has an advantage that's going later as opposed to the ones earlier on. You can always type in comments for us into the chat. You can share this out to your network so others are informed. Any questions that you put into the chat, the candidate may go back and answer for you, but we won't be taking it up onto the screen today. Kristine, I'm glad that you're on here with me. Let's tell folks who you are.
I'm Kristine Ireland. I've lived in Westminster for 37 years. I grew up when I was younger in Omaha, Nebraska. I love to play the piano. I play for my church. I play the organ for my church. I teach piano. I taught piano when I was in high school at a music school, and my teacher went to Juilliard, so I learned a lot. I teach all ages and abilities. I'm a creative person. I like interior decorating, all kinds of things that are in landscaping, anything that's involves creativity. I'm a problem solver. I believe in using money wisely. That's why I'm running, because I don't think we are using the citizens' money wisely right now.
Can you share with me some of the skills that you possess for this particular role?
My husband and I have ran several small businesses. I've always taken care of my finances. My father taught me any fool can spend. It takes a wise man to save. That's what I was taught my whole life. I think I'm good with money. I think it should be used frugalously in that it helps people the best I can with what I have, and not waste what people earn.
And so what are some of those goals that you hope to achieve if you were selected to serve?
I hope to decrease spending and use creative ways to find ways to make money go further. Instead of spending taxpayer money, I want to save taxpayer money.
Mm-hmm. And I know you mentioned to us your involvement with your church and some of your interest in music and arts and things of that nature. But what other outlets are you involved or plugged into in the community already?
Well, I was a water warrior. I fought to get the water rates down. In fact, I got some of the people elected. They're on there now, which I have not been totally happy with their voting record. I do think we are wasting money. All over the city, I've found things we're wasting on. If it's $30 million parking lot near the train station that no one uses, $43 million for a new courthouse when we only have 8,000 cases, or mostly traffic tickets that go through there. I've talked to maintenance guys from that courthouse that say the courthouse is fine. I've talked to people from all parts of the city, being a water warrior, and also with my campaign. I know what the issues are. I know people are concerned about their pocketbook and the inflation and the taxes and the water rates.
And how do you deal with pressure?
How I deal with pressure? I think you get better at it the more you do it. So my outlet is I walk with my friends in the morning. I play the piano. That helps. And I have 11 grandkids that are a joy to me. So my kids bring me joy. I have 5 of those. I've raised them to be um, really self-sufficient. They're on their own. They have jobs. They went to college, and that's the way I think that is best for people, is to do things and learn how to do things on their own and be self-reliant.
How do you define success?
Success. I think happiness is success. If you're happy in what you're doing, I think that's success. And your children are happy, that's success. I don't think it's all monetary. I think success is happiness.
And how have you communicated to the public about who you are and the things and the work that you've been able to do?
I walk neighborhoods and talk to people one on one. I think I'm better on one on one. I don't think I'm a great public speaker, but I am good one on one with people.
And what do you do like the most about the city? I mean, I'm assuming that there are things that you enjoy about our city, and that's why you want to contribute to its betterment.
Oh, the people. I have met people from all walks of life in our city, in every part of our city. So it's the people that is the most important thing and the best thing about our city.
And what makes you unique?
What makes me unique is probably that I don't stop fighting for the people. I ran 2 years ago. I only lost by 184 votes. So I'm back trying again. I think that I will be a voice for the people because I'm listening and that's what they want.
Mm-hmm. How do you stay on top of being productive or managing numerous projects that you might have?
Um, so you have to make lists of priorities. Um, I teach piano in the afternoons. In the mornings, I take care of our finances for our other businesses. And of course, I take time for devotionals for my church. So I try to use my time wisely. That's the best way to tackle everything.
Can you share with me a difficult situation or environment that you've had to be a part of and how you dealt with that?
Um, so those kinds of things happen where, people don't agree with you. I would say um, dealing with difficult people that don't agree with me, but I am willing to hear everyone's side. That's one thing I will do, is listen to everyone and realize that not everyone agrees with me, and try to find a common ground. That's
And what do you feel? This will be our last question. Believe it or not, this goes, I mentioned to you earlier, it goes by super fast. Before I round out the end of this broadcast, how would you, what was my question? I had it like right in front of me. So we might go a little bit over because of this, but
all right.
like where was it? Um, I already shared that. So how would you handle conflict, and whether that's conflict from constituents, conflicts internally with your peers, or in your home? But how do you deal with something that you don't necessarily start, but you attract because of the space that you're in?
Um, so the best way to handle conflict, I believe, is to listen to both sides and um, try to do what's best for the people in the end. I think the majority counts. I'm a majority kind of gal. I think the majority should rule, not the minority, and that's the way I would govern.
Well, thank you so much, Kristine, for being on here with us. We look forward to seeing you at our in-person candidate forum next Thursday. For those of you that are tuned in, the details on those forums, on the campaigns, are all on our website, westminsterchamber.biz. We'll be sure to include all those links into the chats moving forward. We're jumping from one candidate to the next. So if you're with us right now, tuned in, be sure that you refresh the page here momentarily when we go live with our next candidate. Kristine, I wish you a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, Juliet. Have a
Thank you.
good day.
You too.